Hi, so we're on to lesson 5. Still looking at that first unit of calculations for the GCSE course, and this is looking at dividing by decimals, and it can be either dividing a decimal by a decimal or dividing a whole number by a decimal. And the way that we do this is we make sure that we multiply by 10, 100 or 1000 to make the divisor into a whole number. So for example, in this case, when we're dividing by 0.2, we'd need to multiply both numbers by 10 to turn this into a whole number. Here, to turn this into a whole number, we'd need to move it 2 spaces, so we'd have to multiply it by 100, and again here we're going to have to multiply everything by 100 to make this 0.07 into a whole number. Okay, so let's have a go with these 3 worked examples. Let's just firstly have a quick look as to why this works. So what I could do is, instead of writing it with a division sign, I could have written it as a fraction. It's exactly the same to write that as 6 over 0.2. And we're quite familiar with the idea of equivalent fractions. So here I would just be timesing top and bottom by 10. And as long as I times top and bottom by the same amount, I've got an equivalent calculation. So it's the same as 60 over 2. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to set it out like this, but this is just to show why we can do it. So I'm timesing everything by 10, and that's going to give me 60 divided by 2. I then set it out as a normal bus stop calculation, 2 into 60. 2 goes into 6 3 times, 2 goes into 0 0 times. So my answer is 30. If you think about how many times you would have to go up in the 0.2 times table to get to 6, well, you'd go 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, 1, and you'd carry on going until you got to 6. You'd have to go up 30 times to do it. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. A common GCSE question to divide by 0.1, 0.01, 0.001. So, again, here I'm going to need to multiply by 100 to turn this into a whole number, moving that 2 spaces. So I need to multiply this by 100 as well. 15 times 100 is 1,500. Just put my 2 zeros at the end. Divided by 1. I know that anything divided by 1 is itself, so it's just going to give me an answer of 1,500. I could use the bus stop method there, but I really don't need to. The last one is probably something that would appear towards the end of a GCSE paper. Again, I'm multiplying everything by 100, and that's going to give me, when I move this 2 spaces, 1, 2, it's going to give me 4.76 divided by 7. Notice here, and this is really important, notice that I haven't turned this into a whole number. I don't need the dividend to be a whole number. I only need the divisor, what I'm dividing by, to be whole. So now I can set it up as a bus stop method, and exactly like we did in the last unit, just make sure my decimal point is aligned. 7 into 4.76, well, 7 goes into 4 0 times, remainder 4. 7 into 47, well, 7 goes up to 42 6 times, remainder 5. 7 into 56 goes 8 times. So my answer is 0.68. I'm now going to set you 9 questions to have a go at yourself. Please take a moment to pause this video, write down the questions, attempt them, and then unpause the video when you're ready for your answers. And here are the solutions for you. Can you please take a moment to mark your work? Pause the video if you need a moment to mark. And now give yourself a total out of 9. If you've had any difficulty with this unit, please look at Hegarty Maths clip number 50 for some more guidance, and then take a photo of your work and send it to me. Well done.